Yeah, good morning. Simplify 5 exponent 7 divided by 5 exponent 3 divided by 5 exponent 3. 5 exponent 3. The laws of indices. 5 exponent 7 divided by 5 exponent 3. So that will give us 5. Since they are of the same base, 5 to the power 7 minus 3. That will give us 5 exponent 4. 5 to the power 4, which is 625. 625. So simplify. Then we have, I think, simplify 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3 times, I think, to the power 3 times 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 3 times 2 to the power 4. Okay, so according to the laws of indices, when multiplying with the same base, you add the exponents. And what we mean by the same base, we have 2 here, and also have another 2 here. So 2 to the power 3 and 2 to the power 4. So we just write one of the bases and then write the exponents. Good. So basically, that's what you do. Write one of the bases and then one of the exponents. And then add the exponent because we are multiplying. And since we are multiplying the same base, we add the exponent. So you have 2 to the power 7 as our answer. And 2 to the power 7 is 128. 128. That's our answer. Okay. Next question. And this, we want to show the charts audio. Our next question on indices, multiplication of indices, or division of indices is simplify 3 to the power of 2 brackets to the power of 4. What will be the answer? This is easy peasy, right? Easy. 3 to the power 2. Then there is a bracket, exponent 4. For this, we just multiply the powers. So our final answer will be 3 to the power 8. And 3 to the power 8 is 6,561. 6,561. Good. Our next question to simplify is a to the power 0 times b to the power 3 divided by divided by a to the power 2. Good. So what's the answer for this question? What's the answer to this question? What was the answer? A to the power 0 times b to the power 3 divided by a to the power 2. What is the answer? One interesting thing is any number to the power 0 is 1. What does that mean? If you have 5 to the power 0, it's 1. 100 to the power 0 is 1. So that means if you have a to the power 0, that will be equal to 1. It is a rule in mathematics. Any number to the power 0 is 1. Just like any number times 1 is itself, like 5 times 1 is 5. So any number to the power 0 is 1. So a to the power 0 is 1. So that means this can be equal to 1 because a to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times b to the power 3 divided by a to the power 2. And our final answer will be, remember, any number times 1 is itself. So 1 times b to the power 3 will be b to the power 3 divided by a to the power 2. So this is our final answer. Easy. Good, good. Okay. Our next question. Simplify. Simplify. 7 to the power minus 2, 7 to the power minus 5. So let me write a question. Simplify 7 to the power negative 2 divided by 7 to the power negative 5. What was the answer? 7 to the power negative 2, 7 to the power negative 5. What was the answer to this question? Any idea how to solve this? One interesting thing is this number can also be written as negative 2 divided, same thing, the power negative 5. And what is the rule for indices when dividing with numbers of the same base? If we have 7 here and another 7 here, according to the rule of indices, when dividing numbers with the same base, you have to subtract the exponent. So we just have to write 1 that to the power negative 2 minus negative 5. Good. 7 to the power negative 2 minus negative 5. So we just write 7, negative 2. And what do we know about simple arithmetics? If two negative number signs are close to each other, it becomes positive. So you have plus 5. So you have 7 to the power negative 2 plus 5. So our final answer is 7 to the power 3. Good, which is equal to 343. 343. 343. Our next question is to simplify 2 to the power. Let's write it out. Next question. Try 2 to the power 2x to the power 2 bracket closes all to the power 3 divided by 4x bracket closes to the power 2. Good. So what's the answer to this question? As I clean, try to solve it and see if you get the answer. Simple application of indices. What is the answer? For this, the exponent, let's focus on numerator. The exponent, which is 3, will affect all numbers. Yeah. So what actually this means is we have 2 to the power 3 x 2 times 3. Good. Divided by, we do the same thing for the denominator. We have 4x. So 4 to the power 2 x to the power 2. Good. So the exponent is applied to everything. So therefore we have 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 3 means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So you have 8x to the power 6. 8x to the power 6 divided by 4 squared means 4 times 2, 4 times 4. That's the meaning of 4 squared, meaning we repeat 4 2 times. So 4 times 4 is 16. So you have 16x squared. Good. But we don't end there, right? Look at this. 8 is a factor of 16, meaning 8 can divide itself 1 and can divide 16 8. 2. Can divide it's 2. So we have 1 on 2. But look at this. We have x to the power 6 and then x to the power 2. So it's more like x to the power 6 divided by x to the power 2. And what do we know about the laws of indices when it comes to division? When dividing numbers to the same base, you subtract the exponent. So this will give us x to the power 6 minus 2, right? Which is x to the power 4. I think that is clear. So that means x to the power 6 divided by x to the power 2 gives us x to the power 4. So this is our final answer. So our final answer is half x to the power 4. Half x to the power 4. I think it's clear enough. Let's move on to our next question. We are to simplify Let's write it here. Let's clean this side. Simplify. If so, this is the full question. If 2 to the power 3m is equal to 8, find m. Find m. If 3 to the power, if 2 to the power 3m is equal to 8, find m. What do you think is the answer? Do you think the answer is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? What do you think? What do you think? Me? Come. 3 to the power 2 to the power 3m equal 8. What do you think is the answer? So what's the answer?
It is 2 times. It is 2 times 3.
It's 2 times 3. Is that what the answer is?
No, m is 1.
M is what?
1.
1. How do you know that? I was
2 to
saying
the power 3 is 8.
2 to
And
the
then
power.
and m is equal to 8 divided by 8, which is 1.
Really? Okay. So 2 to the power 3m equal. So that means 8 is the same as 2 to the power 3.
Yes.
Okay, 2 to the power 3. So that means we can actually compare the powers. Is that not so?
Yes.
We can actually compare the powers. So if 2 is the same as this 2, that means 3m is the same as what? 3, right?
Yeah.
So we divide 2 by 3, we divide this also by 3. So m equal 1. Easy peasy.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Now next question.
Just dream. How many people are watching?
Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Are you ready? Okay, so ready. So yes, the next question is simplify. 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 Bracket opens. A to the power 2, b to the power negative 3. Bracket closes to the power 2. All divided by AB. What's the answer?
Does you multiply
Mhm.
square by a? 2ab. That would be a to the power 4
A to the power 4,
times b to the power negative 6.
b to the power negative 6,
Yes.
and
All over ab.
all over AB.
Yes.
Okay,
And the a and b can divide.
okay. So what that means is that the power here, which is sorry, I think I'm rather cleaning. The power is 2. The power here 2 multiplies everything, right? Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a exponent 2 times the power 2. Then we have b exponent negative 3 times 2. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
All divided by ab. So 8, so 2 times 2 is 4. So a to the power 4, b to the power negative 6. All divided by what? AB.
Us
Is
using
that where it
indices.
ends? Is that where it ends?
No, us using indices. When dividing the same number, when they have the same number, the powers subtract.
You subtract the powers, right?
Yes.
So what are the bases? We have what? A and what? B, right? So we have A. This side is exponent 4. What? This side is exponent 4, and this is actually exponent 1. This is also actually exponent 1. So you have 4 minus 1. Really? They have B exponent negative 6 minus 1. So what will be the final answer?
A3 over B7
So A to the power 3,
to the power of B to the power 7.
A to the power 3, B to the power what?
7.
Negative
Over.
7.
No, over.
Oh, okay. So this can also be written as a to the power 3 divided by b to the power 7. Immediately we use division sign, the negative 7 becomes what? Positive 7. So these two answers are the same. Okay. Now, last one. I want to
Hungry.
go. Yeah. Next question.
Next
This will be quite simple, right? So, so write 25 as 5 exponent 6. I think I'm going to change that. So simplify x to the power negative 1 over 3, bracket closes, negative 6. What's the answer? X to the power negative 1 over 3 to the power negative 6. So it's more like x to the power negative 1 over 3
X to the
times
power
negative
6 over
6.
3.
Watch this. So 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 2. So have x to the power negative 1 times negative 2. So x will be to the power 2. Final answer.
You're done. What is that so fast? Thinking. 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 leave, say a few years.
Oh, don't,
A few years, they leave.
don't you worry. So our next question. I don't have one. So I think this is clear. Next question.
How do you do it?
Hmm? Magic.
Another things.
Hmm?
Another things. No magic. It's beauty.
Simplify. Evaluate. 16 to the power 1 on 2. Bracket closes. 3. 16 to the power 1, 2 to the power 3. So what's the answer? We have 16 to the power 1 on 2 times 3. Wow. But interestingly, even before we move on to that step, we could just convert 16 Look at this. We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2, 2 is 4. 4, 2 is 8. 8, 2 is 16, right? So what that means is 16 is actually 2 to the power 4. So 16 is 2 to the power 4 times 1 and 2. So yeah, this. So this is 2 to the power 2. And 2 to the power 2 is multiplied by this power, which is 3. So 2 to the power 2 times 3. And 2 to the power 2 times 3 is 2 to the power 6. Good. 2 to the power 6. So we can write as 2 times 2 times 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives us 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 times 2, 32, 32 times 2, 64. as our final answer. Good. As our final answer. Let's move on to our next question. Now we move on to a critical thinking biology question. Critical thinking biology question. So whatever you think the answer is, you can leave it in the comment section. So here is the question.
Good morning. Do you need marker?